So, good morning from Manchester, Levenshulme to be precise, which is just on the outskirts of Manchester, about 10-minute drive, 5-minute train ride. So apparently it's not going to be the best, but obviously it's close to Manchester, so it's ideal location. But just going to walk around some back streets, side streets, see if there's any hidden gems. But there's a lot of shops, rows and rows of shops. Looks like some good stuff on back streets as well. So let's go see what's kicking off. Pub as well, so you've got pubs along here. There's quite a few pubs, so it's going to be a nice pub crawl into Manchester. Start here nice and early. Train station. It's also got a train station as well, which is ideally located. So this is it here. Might as well have a look at the train station in Levenshulme, Manchester. Snowy day today. It's quite nice and crisp. January in Manchester. To be honest, I don't know how you get up there, but we're at some back streets now, so I might as well keep exploring them. And there's train station behind there, so it's looking alright. Nice row of eateries here where you can sit outside. They all look shut in a minute, but I'm early, but they all look open, they all look half decent. Typical fruit and veg shop there. There you have your first boarded up shops, but there's not actually been that many, to be fair. Some of the buildings look a bit ropey. But it's no more than you get anywhere else. So can't complain too much at the moment. But it's looking alright. Like I said, the location wise is decent. The housing areas around this is again. There goes your train, I don't know if you can see that. Nice train line in. So ideal location. Not slum-like, not the best, but not slum-like. What's going on down this back street, but it's not the greatest. People just chucked it and just left it. It's like they don't care about their own little place. It's always up to no good, that Bart Simpson. Tell you what, there's a ginnel here, let's get down it. Kind of walking through the back of people's gardens, see where this goes. But so far so good, not slum-like as it gets quoted a lot around Manchester. Ooh. So these are some of my houses just on the back streets. typical terraced houses, which you'll find a lot in Manchester, working class city. Look okay. It might be rubbish everywhere, the snow might be covering it, but it looks okay. I could live here at the moment. I also saw a Tesco down there, so at least you've got a local supermarket and a couple of boozers, which we saw before. So hopefully we've got some hidden gems coming up, but we're just going to keep mooching. So I've actually ended up going to a different area called Longsight, so I'm here now, might as well check it out. Market in front of us, so Longsight Market, so might as well go there whilst we're here. See what magical things you can get at Longsight Market, eh? Not much to say on that. Just your typical market, selling your typical market stuff, so can't kick off because markets for me are always a bit tacky, but everyone loves going them, don't they? And I even like going there. You might get a cheeky bargain, cheeky rare Pokemon card or something like that. You never know. There's your bus going directly into Manchester. And it's even got its own park to walk around in, which is quite big, spacious. Take your dog here. It's only about 3-4 minutes from the centre. See, go back 10-15 years, Levenshulme was always this place of, you know, you just go through it just to get to Manchester. You wouldn't stop off. If you didn't live there, you had no really reason to go there. But walking down there with the shops, maybe I just got older, maybe when I was a kid I just thought, oh, it's just horrible, maybe it's always been the same, but I remember speaking to my mates about it back in the day. You'd never stop off there, but I'd go to a pub there. I didn't mind walking around there. It's not as bad as a lot of places in the UK, like Dewsbury and stuff like that I've been to. And like I say, now at this park, that's pretty much near the city centre of Manchester. It's not too loud, clean. Yeah, not many bad things to say on Levenshulme as a whole. And the famous faces of Manchester. Let's have a look, see if we know any. Votes for women, I don't know who that is. Don't know who that is. David Lord George, I don't know who he is. Nobby Styles, I've no idea. Bloody hell. You got Sean Ryder and Oasis there. Well, that concludes the tour of Levenshulme in Manchester. Overall, not too bad, not too grim. I'd definitely, well, I won't say definitely come back here again, but you know, if someone was saying, "Jock, come for a pint in Levenshulme or something to eat," I would do. Whereas back in the day, I probably would have said no chance. But yeah, it's not too bad. So if you're thinking of coming to Levenshulme, I won't come for the day, can't spend a day here, but you know, instead of just driving through it, maybe have a cheeky stop off, have a quick pint, have a little walk around. There's an indoor market somewhere, I couldn't find it, I think it's only open at weekends, but it's going to be alright. So that's Levenshulme. So I'll see you in the next one.